Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Plunderlings Drench Abyss figure from Lone Coconut. We know this line is fun, we know this line is adorable. The question is, does this figure hold up? And, well, yes, of course it does, but we're gonna go over the specifics anyway, so let's do that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is adorable as Plunderlings are wont to be, and I've reviewed, actually, of the 3 Plunderlings I've reviewed up to now, 2 of them have been other Drench figures, so you probably know the score if you've been following my channel. If you haven't, you know, it's basically our standard Plunderlings buck. We just got some webbed feet and some webbed ears, and yeah, just obviously very aquatic. Not only that, but we've got this beautiful translucent plastic, and this one happens to be a very nice shade of deep purple, and I love it, obviously. In fact, I want to apologize for the amount of purple on screen right now, because I don't think this is too difficult to see, but I mean, it's hard to get a feel for the actual vibrance of the color here because of my chosen color scheme. And yeah, also reminds me I need to actually develop some red background so I get some contrast, but yeah. Anyway, just absolutely adorable, looks great, proportions are, you know, wonderful, and yeah, just if you love Plunderlings and this thing kind of resonates with you, then absolutely it's worth it. So yeah, that's aesthetics. We get a very familiar loadout with, as we're used to seeing with Plunderlings, but that's definitely not a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing. And you know, just getting right into it, right out of the box, we got some kind of splayed out hands, and then we get a couple of gripping hands, of course. And we have those gripping hands because we do have a weapon, and this is kind of an anchor style spear. Got some really, I love the way they textured the anchor piece of it, and you know, just gives us a nice frosted kind of ice look. And speaking of that, this is pretty much what we got with Drench Arctic. So this is Drench Arctic's, and it's just more of a harpoon, and then we get this anchor here. So again, keeping with that aquatic theme, very well done. Then we get, let's move on to heads. So we got 3 different heads. As we saw in the first one, we just got kind of our kind of closed mouth grin, very mischievous. Then we kind of move up in intensity, and we got the teeth bearing face. And finally, we get our mouth open, kind of overjoyed face. And all of these heads, as you can see here on the top, have a magnet. That didn't focus at all, pardon me. There we go. And that is for the head accessory, which is this kind of Viking style helmet. Very well done. You can see the other magnet piece there. Beautiful shade of silver here. Shade of brown is really good too, combined with the texture, just looks like actual leather. And then a couple of white horns. And finally, we get this little kind of turtle shell backpack that we've seen before. Very just super crisp paint all around. And yeah, it's a really nice piece. So that's accessories. When it comes to articulation balance, as you can see, this figure balances beautifully, and that is partially due to these very nice wide webbed feet. So you have that, and then articulation, it's very much what we have seen from the line. So we're on a ball joint for the head, and that's gonna allow us to look up about that far, down about that far. There's our neutral. And we get tons of tilt because of all the room under that head sculpt. Pardon that lack of focus there. We are hinge and swivel at the arms, bringing us into our T. Single jointed at the elbows. We get some rotation there as well. So we're getting kind of, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, we're getting pretty much true 90 there. And then we get hinge and swivel at the wrists. Horizontal for the, horizontal for the splayed out hands. We get vertical for the holding hands. Then we get, oh, pardon me, we get a ball joint here at the diaphragm. So we're moving all the way around, getting a little bit of a crunch forward, some nice arch back. We get some rotation there as well. We come down to the hips, and we're getting pretty good range, not really full splits. We're getting about an A frame there. Then we get some thigh swivel, some double jointed knees. Pardon me, like trying not to wear the joint here. Actually, you can probably get a little further than that, but you get the idea. They fold completely in half. Then we get perfect point. We get the slightest bit of forward, and then of course some rocker. So that is articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a couple other Plunderlings. with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on Plunderlings Drench Abyss from Lone Coconut is that this is a fantastically fun figure. I mean, just as the whole line has been, and really either this is going to be your sort of thing or it's not. And though I will admit that I was a convert at first, it didn't really interest me. The fawn offshoots definitely got me into it, and then all of a sudden now anything that appeals to me, certainly translucent plastic does so, especially if it's purple, red, or black. Now we have purple. Yeah, I'm definitely all for that. So totally worth picking up. And this was initially a New Jersey ToyCon exclusive, and then it went up. I think Mythic Legion shop had it. It sold out. Then Big Bad Toy Store put some up, and I think the Legion store has it again. And I believe as of this recording, it's still up in both of those places. So I will include links in the description below if you are interested in picking one up. So with all that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching and say that I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. If you want to take it to the next level, help me even more, I greatly appreciate that. And there are ways to do that at the bottom of the description. So please check that out. And all of that being said, ultra thanks to you one final time for watching. I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.